So a few weeks ago I was watching one of Julian Eyelet's videos, and he took apart a rechargeable PP3 cell, and to be honest, I'd never thought about what was inside a PP3 cell. But when Julian took apart his rechargeable cell, there were lots of little cells inside, a bit like the cells you would find in a garden light, the little nickel metal cells, the tiny little, they're bigger than a button cell, they look almost like a capacitor. But I thought I would take apart a zinc cadmium, sorry, this is zinc chloride, PP3, just to see what's inside it. Now, I don't have any gloves here, so I'm just going to be careful, and if I lose the mat, I lose the mat, but I'm going to go for this and see what's inside. I'm just going to go at it with the snips. In fact, what I will do is I'll use a couple of old pairs of snips here. This is a pair of Japanese snips I bought. They're really good, very sharp, but they're no good for cutting posts, and you probably can't see that, but they're like wire strippers now. They've got several little holes in them, and they're rough as hell. So I'm really guilty of doing that. You can't sharpen them, because if you do sharpen them, you then lose the closing point. So I'm just gonna, I'll just use them till they're done. I'll get a new pair. These here, these were a good pair, Poundland, but again I did the same thing. In fact, if you look at the edge on that, that's horrendous. But it's they were a really good pair. It's such a shame that Poundland are gone, because you could pop in on the way home from work and just get some tools. Now, okay, you can get them on Amazon, but it wasn't as handy. They were expensive, but it was a good company, like Poundland. Okay, I'm not really expecting much in terms of danger here. There is stored energy, but PP3 cells don't store all that much, nothing like a lithium cell. So I don't, as Big Clive says, he's got a pie dish of, what's that pie? Explosion containment pie dish. I'm pretty sure I don't need anything like that. Okay. Grab a spudger. Okay, so there looks to be a nickel strip. It's been spot welded on, and when I pulled it off there, in fact it's not spot welded. It's just shaped in such a way that when it gets pressed into the bottom of that cell, it pierces this material. It feels like wax. It is wax. I'm going to move this lamp here, because the lighting's not the best in my shed. I'm trying to use some new spotlights, because the lights I had were very flickery, so I'm just experimenting a bit, see if I can get the right combination, but I've obviously not got it yet. Right, okay, so this waxy substance, it just looks like wax. So the electrode, yeah, feels just like candle wax. So this is designed, this electrode here is designed to come down, get pushed into there, it penetrates the wax and it makes contact with the bottom of this cell here. It looks like multiple cells, like discs, rectangular shaped silver cells. Probably a smart thing to do would have been to use a dead PP3 battery for this rather than take one right out of the box, but I actually don't have a dead PP3. I don't use them for very much. Okay. So the bottom end, I can't remember which is positive and which is negative. I'm assuming this is, yeah, this is positive. So the bottom end of the positive has serrated teeth. Focus. It has a set of serrated teeth the same way as the negative has, and I'm assuming that punctures, yeah, punctures the top of the wax, and then inside you've got this 6 cells. That's not, this isn't wax around the outside, that's plastic. You got wax at both ends though. This is sort of pinky coloured wax at the top and a yellow wax at the bottom. I presume that's excuse me. I presume that's for when it's in production. They know which end of the cell is positive and which is negative, so that when they're putting the pack together they all get loaded into the machine the same way. Right, let's get a bit further. This is where it starts to smoke and fizz, and I instantly regret doing it in a live cell. Ooh. Or maybe this is where I get a chemical burn for being an idiot. Is more likely. Okay. So that looks, let's see if this, I'm just wondering if this is part of the cell or is it a layer between the cells. What I'm going to do actually, before I do myself any damage, I'm just going to put a visor on to protect my eyes. Inside of the cell's wet. Doesn't smell of anything. Let's get a little pair of pliers. Okay. So that black layer looks to be some sort of coating, but stuck to what feels like lead. So soft like lead. So I'm assuming that's the outer part of the case. And then there's a black material on there. I wonder if that's graphite or something similar that's conductive. So that was on the inside. This was on the outside. There's this layer here, it's paper. Feels slightly damp. Then you've got another layer of the black stuff. It looks like mica, it's shiny. But it wouldn't be mica because mica is an insulator. But it's it looks like a similar material, but I'm assuming that it's some sort of graphite or graphene impregnated layer that's It's not, well, I'm assuming it's not a dielectric layer. Right, let's get rid of that. Okay. More paper. Oh, there you are. And that just looks like carbon. And it's like a carbon putty. And that is basically what the content of that cell is, right through to the other side. So I'm assuming that it says it's zinc chloride. I always knew them as zinc carbon. So it'll be some sort of zinc chloride mixture embedded in the carbon. The carbon will just be a filler, I'm assuming. That's pretty much it. Nothing that exciting. I was kind of hoping that it would be full of cells the way the rechargeable ones were, but I knew that wasn't likely. The alkaline ones might well be. Excuse the noise, I'm just going to get a wipe here and give my hands a quick rinse. Just try and fend off any chemical burns. And then I need to find something to put this battery in and dispose of it properly. I don't think it's going to go on fire, but I need to put it in the battery bin, get rid of it in an environmentally sensible way with the rest of my batteries. But that's it, that's what's inside a zinc carbon or zinc chloride PP3 battery. Not that exciting, but then I'm 46 years old and that's the first time I've seen inside one, so a bit of curiosity goes a long way. I'll see you in the next video.